Hey YouTube, Pipe Lawyer here, coming to you once again from the Manctuary. And I've kind of gotten away from making videos on a regular basis, and I apologize for that. So I'm going to try and get back to doing that. I've forgotten how much fun it is, having almost like a daily vlog of sorts. Mm. So, have a swig of some passion fruit juice. Does a body good. Um, I figured, you know what? I've seen a few movies in the last few weeks, so I figured why not do some movie reviews. So, I saw a movie this evening, and I would like to do a review for you right now. But first, the housekeeping. What pipe am I smoking? None. I'm smoking a cigar this evening, this lovely Sunday evening where it's getting a little bit chilly. A St. Louis Rey Titan Honduran wrapper, I believe. But I have fallen in love with this cigar. It is absolutely sublime. It is wonderful. Notes of coffee and tobacco. Duh. Well, that's not always a given. I mean, there are some sticks out there that, you know, don't smoke like a cigar should. This one does. So it's cigar tobacco with notes of coffee, maybe some kind of like a plum note, perhaps. Very, very good. Medium bodied. St. Louis Rey Titan uh, Reserva Especial. I'll let you see it there. Hope the lens captures it. Highly recommend it. Anyway, on to the movie. And the movie I saw this evening was Flight, starring Denzel Washington and directed by Robert Zemeckis. And I thought Flight was an awesome movie. And what the premise of the movie is, Denzel Washington's character, Captain Whitaker, is a commercial pilot, and he is a commercial pilot with an alcohol problem. And that alone is not the reason why I think Flight is such a good movie. And here's why I say that. If you want to see a movie about a person's struggle with addiction, be it an addiction to alcohol, drugs, gambling, sex, what have you, there's a whole slew of films out there that have been made that you can watch. But unlike those movies that deal with addiction, Flight is what I would call a morally ambiguous movie, because unlike all those other films that deal with a person's struggle with their life-controlling habit, Flight is not preachy. It doesn't seek to proselytize the viewer as to the sins of that habit, per se. It's morally ambiguous because the filmmakers, and as well as the actors and actresses that were in it, decided not to make the decision for you as to the ethics or the morality of Denzel Washington's character, but rather they chose to let you, the viewer, make that decision. And that I found to be very powerful. How is it ambiguous? Well, again, the premise is that the movie is centered around Denzel Washington's character as a pilot who is a drunk, basically. And on a certain flight from Orlando to Atlanta, uh, Denzel Washington's character is still not fully recovered from a binge the previous evening, but decides to go ahead and fly anyway. And the short flight from that part of Florida to Atlanta, during that time, there is a catastrophic malfunction in the plane that he's flying. And in that moment of pressure, Denzel Washington's character, Captain Whip Whitaker, is forced to deal with and handle that catastrophic failure of his plane in the state that he's in. And as a result, he makes the plane do all sorts of crazy stuff, very, very unconventional stuff, but as a result, winds up performing a controlled crash landing, and in said crash landing saves many more lives than were lost. So the moral ambiguity of it all is that, is he a hero because he resorted to such extreme measures and tactics in flying the plane as he did and saving lives as a result? Or is Denzel Washington's character a villain because he was flying in a condition that he should not have been flying in? And did that impaired condition in fact cause the death of 6 people on board? Is he good or is he bad? And the thing about the movie is that it doesn't answer the question for you. You have to form your own answer. And that is where it's most powerful. Now, there are some cliched moments in this movie. I mean, in movies that have this basic foundation of, someone struggling with an addiction, there's always the backstory of an ex-wife, and estranged son, and that's in this movie too. It's going to be there, so just accept it. Although there is a bit of a twist at the end, and of course I won't let you know, but it was very, very good. It made you think. You didn't just sit there like a potted plant and just enjoy a movie. You had to think. You had to make decisions. You had to create a definition of good and bad. And that's a healthy thing to do, because those are decisions that we need to make on a daily basis. And now I'm starting to get preachy, so I apologize for that. But I do recommend Flight. It is an excellent movie. It's the kind of movie that, it's not a date movie per se. It can be if you're with somebody, if you're in the mood for a performance that's very compelling. So I would recommend Flight. 2 thumbs up. And 1 St. Louis Ray up. So go see Flight. Great movie. I think you'll have a good time. And in my next video, I'll do a review of a movie that I saw about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was really taken with it. As a matter of fact, that was a movie, Taken 2. So stay tuned for that movie review. I'll have that coming to you soon. Until then, this is Pipe Lawyer saying cheers, and as always, remember, I'll present the evidence, but you be the judge. Take care, good night, and God bless.